Okay, all
pisses
in
me
all,
off.
what is the question, Brian?
How are people getting the following that they're getting? Like how are they starting out? Because, and I'm not talking about TikTok, it's just I mentioned TikTok because it's very easy to see it on
So,
there.
how are people getting social followings whenever there's already such big social followings holding them down from getting social followings?
More or less because my logic is you can make original content, okay? And let's say on YouTube, because that's just what I know best. Um, you can put in hours and hours and hours making really good content, learning as much as you can about video editing to make the videos
Sound like
last even into the future.
Sound like
right?
this is hitting home a little bit, but
It is hitting home. That's why I'm going into it. Right? You can grind. Make, if we're talking about myself, I have 15 different YouTube channels just so I can get a couple likes on my videos or whatever. Anyway, been working for so long, like keep going, like, oh, this would be a good idea. So you make another channel and you do that. You're making all this original content, learning all you can, but there is a step that's missing. To step, like, here's all the work that you're putting in. Here is making it right in the middle, right there. There's something that is missing.
What you're missing is, so you said how there's this step, which is the work, this step, which you don't know what it is, and then this step, which is success.
Yeah.
So that's the question that everybody wants the answer to.
And you can watch, let me say, you can watch all these videos.
The best understanding that I can give you for that is this step is hard work. This step is algorithm. This step is the end goal. So you have to think of what the algorithm / relevancy is of everything that you make. So if
you shouldn't have to, is
you
my
shouldn't
point.
have
because
to,
that
listen,
hot knife stuff,
I
people were not
understand.
going on
Listen.
YouTube and typing in hot knife
what
versus
you don't realize
foam,
is those hot
1,000-degree
knife videos that were 8 minutes long of literally just watching a guy torch his knife and then cut random shit. They had like 100% watch time across the board, across age, across sex. That's it. Like they had pure watch time. So you know what that means? That means way better ad revenue through and through. Way better ad revenue. So whenever they very first uploaded that video, the very first one, and it gets 200 views, decent SEO. Some people can see it when they type in hot knife, stuff like that. It gets 200 views. Okay. Well, whatever. 48 hours goes by. YouTube's algorithm looks at the watch time, looks at the retention, looks at the, trying to think, like the click-through rate, all that stuff. Because now they even have it where you can see how many people saw your video and how many people decided to click on it to actually watch it. So you can see if your thumbnail's dog shit or not. So 48 hours goes by, YouTube sees that and says, holy crap, this is like the highest retention rate that we have. And it's not like somebody's sitting in an office and like, yeah, but it's fucking videos of someone cutting stuff with a knife. Who like, okay, yeah, it's mesmerizing, but why are we going to advertise that across the entire platform? It's not somebody doing that. It's a computer that has been programmed to see, okay, 200 views, all of its watch time, purely like 100% watch time, and they're all completely different IPs. They're not coming from the same place. This is the pinnacle of content that will keep people on our platform watching stuff. And that's it. So they started advertising that. And then after that, it's just good SEO. So, their video pops up, you watch it. They make sure that all their other videos are right there on the side. That's it. But it all comes down to algorithm. The algorithm liked what they had. And relevancy. Yeah, cutting stuff with a hot knife, not very relevant to anything going on. But it's relevant to the fact that as humans, we're bored as shit 24/7. And watching stuff get cut with a hot knife is pretty cool. So people are going to watch it all. So like if you use this episode of the podcast, for example, it's hard to get the algorithm to love something like this because, yeah, we might have good retention time on a normal plane, So you're going to have like 20% of the viewers that have clicked on this video that enjoy your personality, enjoy my personality, and want to stay here, be here with us, talk about the topics with us, and, you know, watch it. And then you're going to have the other 80% that's little random grandma Betty accidentally clicked on the video. Oh, I want to watch them young whippersnappers talking about shit I don't understand. What are video games? You know, then you have her that clicked on the video. She clicks off instantly. Why would she watch this? But then you have a hot knife video. 15-year-old clicks on it. That's pretty cool. 8-year-old clicks on it. That's cool. 80-year-old clicks on it. Oh, I could probably do that. I got a knife in the kitchen. That's it. Everybody wants to watch it. So that's where it's hard. So when it comes to something that's more niche, then you have to get into those communities and spread it. It takes an extra step. But if you're just wanting that real fast jump up, you got to do something that's just entertaining to everybody. Not entertaining to 22-year-old men, not entertaining to 15-year-old women, not entertaining to 40-year-old adults, entertaining across the board. So like that's it, and I'll bring this all back to TikTok. I know nothing about TikTok. I've never downloaded it. I never will. It's not my type of thing. It reminds me of Vine. I enjoyed Vine, but Vine went down for a reason. There was no way to make money. So I know that TikTok's making money somehow, and I don't care enough to find out how. But for all you know, we know a lot about the YouTube algorithm because it's been changing and been around for years, and we've been around it. We've learned about it. When it comes to TikTok, it could be as simple as, hey, one person watched your video 200 times. That shows something. Hey, 30 people watched it 200 times. Okay, let's throw that on there. You're on our watch list now. Everything you put up's on there now, buddy. Until it goes down to a certain percentage, then you're off. That might be it. I mean, it's purely what is the algorithm? It's not how good is the content? Because and you told me not to go off on it, but I'm just going to say this one little part. I've seen some of the stuff that gets popular on TikTok, and some of it's literally like 7-year-old kids just ripping off stuff that is a rip-off of something else, that is a rip-off of something else, that was a rip-off of something else. And they're literally, they have no talent, they're not doing anything cool, they're not even like using their own voice, they're just purely copying the video, and that somehow gets big. Like, it's not original content, it's not anything like that, it's purely algorithm based at that point, because you know that everybody across the board isn't interested in that. But a very small group might be extremely interested in that, and that small group might be a 90% majority of what's on their platform. So you have to look at it like that. Because I think the 30-year-old men that are on TikTok, unless, you know, they're a Joe Biden impersonator, don't like watching little kids. So, you know, it's what's the majority of the platform? How do they do their algorithm? How do they make money? That's the most important thing to find out first. And then find out, hey, how can I help them make money? That's it. What's the best way for me to help them make money? That's purely the answer to your question. If you can help that platform make money, they'll help you help them make money. That's it.
Yeah, all businesses do revolve around money. And the thing that I was trying to get at, although I will say first, I've seen original content on TikTok, because on the For You page, sometimes you're scrolling through, I'll say almost every time that you go on, you at least see 1 or 2 videos where 0 likes, 0 comments, right? And most of the time, I like that content a hell of a lot better than I like watching every single one is a 13-year-old girl with 15-second song playing in the background.
Well,
she's like,
that's exactly what I'm saying. So if every single one that you're seeing is a 15-year-old girl, guess what? The majority of people uploading onto TikTok, 15-year-old girls. They're going to relate to that a lot more than a 21-year-old guy.
You're saying that missing step is the algorithm. Okay. But then you see all these other videos that get big that have, and when you say algorithm, I'm considering uh, search terms. You know, people were searching
No,
the name of that title.
you're
What are you
thinking
talking
of
about?
search engine optimization.
Yeah, that's what
which
the algorithm.
is like 1/10 of the algorithm. So basically,
No,
whenever,
I understand watch time and stuff like that.
so yeah, like
But to get discovered,
whenever you very first upload a video, and I told you about this a little while back, whenever I was doing the video editing stuff, and I was doing Twitch clips and stuff, it's like the first 48 hours is whenever you kind of have the chance of getting big off of SEO. That's the only time that you have for that. Because the first 48 hours is purely off of, you know, how many times do you say that keyword? How many times is it in your description? How many times is it in your video file, your audio file, your thumbnail file? You know, how much does it relate to your content that you're putting that keyword in for your, you know, search engine? So that first 48 hours, YouTube is processing everything that you get. So you go into it with a blank slate for the 48 hours. So like for me, XQC, big streamer, he's one of the biggest ones on YouTube. I was able to get a video that, you know, was searched a lot. It got like 2,000 views in one day up on a channel that I had like 3 subs with, you know, not the best watch time or anything. Because in that first 48 hours, in the first 12 hours, I spent that entire time optimizing the keywords until I was able to get one keyword that was searched a lot in the top 3. And I got it in the top 3. 2,000 views off that. But guess what? He also uploaded a video that was the exact same, and his subscribers watched it, and people know that that's his YouTube channel. So he gets 100,000 views because he's number 1, I'm number 2. So I get 2,000 views, he got 100,000. We have the exact same keywords, exact same SEO. So that's just going to throw mine way down the drain and keep his up there.
yeah, but that goes into making content that you don't like so it gets views. But when you try to make content that you do like, it doesn't get views. Because let's say these podcasts, we're talking about quite a few things. Now, the Clips channel that we have, sometimes I can get something ranked like Ghost Adventures are fake. Because Brandon was talking about one of his Ghost Adventures and I thought it was bullcrap. Yeah. So it's kind of clickbaity, but not really. Because Ghost Adventures is also a TV show where they adventure ghost, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so sometimes it works out like that, but for the most part, it doesn't. If you're not making content,
that's where I was saying with the keywords. So the keywords work through the algorithm. So you have to, you know, have the correct search engine optimization to be able to get it. So like for the podcast, this one could be named, you know, can you actually become a professional gamer / why are TikTokers famous? So what you want to do is, can you become a professional gamer? That's what you want your video to show up on. That one keyword, when it's typed in, that one key phrase, that's where you want your video to be. And also, why are TikTokers famous? Those are the only 2 key phrases that you want. So then what you have to do is you have that one key phrase, you add a little bit to it and put that in, take a little bit off, put that in, and build everything off of that one key phrase. Because what you want to do is get that one keyword that works. And that's it. That one keyword that works is all that it takes. So, yeah, it's easier to clickbait and say Ghost Adventures is fake. But it would have been even better if you actually said, you know, is his Ghost Adventure fake? Because in reality, everybody that would come to watch that were coming to watch that for that reason, to hear him say whether or not his Ghost Adventures were fake, to find out that. They didn't come because they thought that you were talking about the TV show. Because you're hurting yourself in the long run doing that, because you're making your numbers go down. You're making the averages go down by getting more views and nobody watches, nobody likes, so on and so forth. So that's a bad thing to do on that line. So what you'd want to do is, are his ghost adventures real? And make it where that one key phrase is all you want your stuff to pop up on. Yeah, there might only be 10,000 searches for it a month. But if you're number one on those 10,000 searches, that's 10,000 views every month. So, and everybody that comes to watch it is coming to watch it for what the content actually is. So you're going to have good engagement. You're going to keep subscribers. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. So like, you know, try to do that on the next clip. Like, you know, this is what it is. It's a catchy title, but it's catchy. It's not so out there that people don't search for it. And make it where that's the only keyword you want to show up on the search. That's it. And then even if only 100 people a week look it up, that's 400 views a month. Like, you're going to get traction off of that.